Hello everybody and welcome to a train simulator video. Today we should be driving a Class 66 diesel locomotive from Felixstowe South to Ipswich. So first thing we need to do is turn off the pause menu, and we're going to enter the cab, and we are going to press Shift and W to insert the master key. Then we're going to acknowledge the automatic warning system with Q. We're going to press H to turn on the headlights, Control and D to turn on the vigilance device. There we go. And then if we move the camera, in fact we actually need to use the mouse, move the camera up to here, we need to turn on our instrument lights. And then we can also open up our windows so we can listen to the external sounds of a locomotive, if the mouse will let me. There we go. It's been a bit finicky. Put the train into forwards and we shall depart. Just pressing and holding the colon key to release brakes, because the brakes are sprung loaded on the 66. And we shall move off now. And departing, the starting speed limit is 10 miles per hour. The scenario we are playing comes with the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 66 Enhancement Pack. And this is actually part 1 of 2. Part 2 will see you continuing from Ipswich to Shenfield. Our consist is 66723. And then we have a very long rate of FSTA wagons, which are also available to purchase from AP's website. Class 66 also sporting GB Rail freight livery. So yeah, the 66 is something I've had in a collection for quite a few years now, but I've never really done a video with it, so I thought we'd have a nice change of pace. I know I said in the last video that I don't really do freight scenarios that often because I find the passenger ones give you a bit more to do, but this one isn't too bad. It's only half an hour long, this one, and it's just a simple A to B run as well. In terms of features that the AP66 has, you have the clag factor, which can operate with Shift and C or Control and C, depending on how much smoke you want coming out of the exhaust, and as well as the advanced startup procedure, which we just went through. We also have a semi-functional electromotive management screen, so if I press and hold Control and press Enter on the numpad. And not all of these options are viewable. So it gives on the ones, not all of the options are viewable. You can view temperature information on it, and you can also view information about the unit as well. You can see lifetime totals as well of a particular locomotive. Yeah, so not all of the options are viewable on that, but it's nice to have it functional. We also the liveries you get with the 66 EP include EWS, DB Schenker, GB Rail Freightliner, DRS, Metronet and Fastline. and also colas rail as well. Once the rear of our train has passed the speed board, we'll be able to do 15 miles per hour. Obviously, with the length of our train, it will take us a lot longer to get up to speed than a lighter multiple unit. The FSTAs were modelled by Master Key Simulations. They do look rather nice. AP have done the sounds for them as well. When you load the FSTAs up into the game, they may also have a chance of having wheel flats. In a moment, the speed limit will be changing to 20 miles per hour. Just amazes me that the 66 has that much power to haul a really long, heavy load like that. If this were steam days, then we'd probably need 2 locomotives for that lot. So the speed limit has momentarily changed to 40 miles an hour, however we are very close to a 20 mile an hour speed limit. Also forgot to switch the brake timings there, so I've just done that, so that we have the appropriate brake timings for our goods train. We are currently on an upward gradient, which is hence why our train is struggling to get up to speed at the moment, even on full power. I'm going to have to drop the power down now gradually as we approach the 20 mile an hour limit. only got two instructions on this scenario. Go via Charlie Oscar 620, that's a signal, and then stop at just outside of Ipswich on the East Suffolk Junction. So our cooling fan just kicked in there because we were working the engine quite hard. And that's another feature of the 66 EP. The cooling fan will kick in once the engine reaches a certain temperature. So in a few moments time the speed limit will increase to 60 miles an hour, whilst DMUs are permitted to travel at 75 miles an hour. So as you heard, we had a few flat wheels running, and we're just passing through Trimley Station now. going to start steadily reducing power as we are approaching the 60 limit. Just going to apply a bit of power again as we are climbing uphill. Got around about a mile to go now before signal Charlie Oscar 620, which is just outside of Derby Road Station. Going to cut the power as we will have to slow down for a 35 miles an hour speed restriction in about a mile or so. Because of how heavy our load is, it's going to take the train a lot longer to stop. I'm just going to apply a bit of braking now. And just release the brakes. Hello driver, please note that signal 620 has failed. Please treat the repeater in front of you as a green light. Once you have passed that, press the tab to obtain permission to pass the signal at danger. just apply a bit of power just to get us up to speed. I don't think we need to press tab for this signal because I just played this scenario yesterday and the signal was showing a green aspect. So I'll just press tab and nothing's come up, so that means the signal's displaying a green aspect. I never realised I still got the brakes on there, that's why I was struggling getting power. Just passing a similar train that's been waiting for us to clear the single line section. Displaying its tail lights for some reason. After we pass through Westerfield station, we'll be able to do 50 miles an hour. Sorry, not Westerfield, Derby Road station. Westerfield is the next one up. And we've just had an advance warning of another 35 mile an hour speed restriction. In fact, this looks like a good screenshot opportunity here. Just drop the power down as we approach the 35 limit. Now got about 4 miles to go to our stopping point at East Suffolk Junction. Again, we're climbing uphill, so I'm just going to apply the power again. In fact, full power might be best for this. So with the heavy freight rounds, you do have to plan a lot more ahead than you would if you were driving a multiple unit. certainly does feel satisfactory once you've mastered how to drive a heavy freight train properly. Whilst the freight scenarios tend to be a lot slower in nature, it does give you a better opportunity to admire the scenery of the route a bit more. Gradient has leveled out now, so I'm just going to reduce the power. Just going to cut power completely. Want to apply a bit of brakes. We're now joining up with the line from Saxmundham. As we now pass through Westerfield station. And in a couple of miles' time I'll have to start thinking about slowing down for East Suffolk Junction. I'm not actually stopping on the junction itself, but at the red signal that protects the entry into Ipswich. So I'll just apply a bit of power. Got just over a mile to go now, so I'm actually going to start cutting off the power now. Just to give us enough stopping time. So we're encountering a single yellow, so that means the next signal ahead is going to be red, and that's where our stopping point is at. So I'm just going to be easy with the train now. In fact, we're now on coming on a descending gradient, so I'm just going to have to watch the train's speed. Got a little bit of brakes applied at the moment. And even with a bit of brakes applied, we are still climbing up in speed. that AWS warning is associated with this 40 miles an hour warning sign. Which we won't need to worry about because we are actually coming to a stop at this signal. It's going to have to be a bit tougher with the brakes now. The banner repeater is showing a horizontal line across it, which means the signal is currently at a red aspect. In fact, we can actually see the red aspect. So I'm not quite sure why we have a banner repeater there when we can clearly see the signal. Because repeaters are used where signals have poor visibility. Just past a Class 170 Turbo Star. Just going to have to put the brakes on here. After emergency brakes there. But yeah, we just stopped within the marker there. And here we are at the end of part 1 of this scenario. So it says, well done driver, due to missing a book stop at Derby Road, you are now 30 minutes early, so you'll be held here before joining main line. Please load part 2 if you wish to skip the 30-minute wait, but I will do part 2 in due course. So that'll probably actually be the next video I do, but we'll just see how we did. So yeah, we only got caught speeding once. And that was quite a good scenario. I quite enjoyed that. So thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you have enjoyed it, and I shall see you all with part 2 as the next video. So thank you very much for watching, and take care.